Today, we will have a picture divination. The question is it worth it? What's next? Please choose one of the 4 numbers. Next, we will interpret the picture you selected. We have a set of pictures later, corresponding to what happens next. Make you torn to stay in place, or go to the rivers and lakes. Please pause selecting the picture number. So the first group, we see that they look like flowers, and it's beautiful, but it has no real value. So, your work is like a flower in the mirror. Looks beautiful, but it didn't bring you any real benefit. For example, some work with organization, or something that sounds nice and doesn't pay very much. Or, the boss always draws big cakes for you. I haven't eaten it yet. The background is like a twilight sunset. Represents a sunset scene for this industry. It's a sunset industry. So, you can imagine if there's a future. The second group is above a lake. A few birds are flying. That means self-sufficiency. The working environment is also satisfactory. There is a dead branch on the lake. Represents disharmony in a quiet environment, such as the complex interpersonal relationships between old units. The surrounding mountains represent the threshold, is to enter this industry or unit. There is a certain threshold, but getting out is not easy, like making you give up public office. You can't make up your mind. The same sunset. The days are not as easy to lie down as they used to be. The third group, the top left, represents the work area. Most of the middle represents living areas. The right side represents the entertainment area. There are many tall buildings outside the window. Representatives are closely linked to modern society. The overall interpretation is that the life-work balance is in place. It may be in a foreign company, or relatively simple units of work and relationships, or an environment where 3 or 4 lines are not rolled. Needless to say, basically say this: a job is just a word, cool. The fourth group, the protagonist is isolated in an open environment. It's a wonderful world out there, but out of reach. This could be in the secrecy industry, or your superiors intentionally created this situation for you. The protagonist is wearing a long dress, means bringing family. Therefore, I dare not leave at will. Have the heart to visit the outside world, but not yet brave enough to break through. What will move you next? To keep you torn in place, or go to the rivers and lakes. The first group has someone pulling you to start a business. It was said, with vigor. There are still sparks like fireworks in the sky. The whole picture is filled with smoke. But it's getting late. The lake in the middle represents financial distress. You dare not invest. There is no obvious way out from the whole picture. Therefore, it is still recommended to continue waiting for the big cake. The second group, someone showed you a vision of gold everywhere. Any business makes more money than it does now. The world is bigger, and there is an obvious path forward. There is a castle in the distance. It indicates that you can conquer your own world. The moon and stars are also proof, so you can try. The spheres on the third set represent the stars in the universe. The people below represent dealing with different people. Although a comfortable environment like yours is rare, but the man's ambition is all over the place. You might as well go out and experience a different life. Searching for the truth about life and the universe. Maybe it's life's mission. Group 4 has an olive branch coming your way. From the screen, these trees are like an entire space on the cliff. Feeling bottomless. So since you don't know the world, it is recommended to be led by very reliable people. Can try. That's it for today's picture divination. Please leave your feedback. If you do have the above problems, or when you are confronted, the current situation is rather special, contact me by private message or email. Let's dig deeper. Goodbye, everyone.